Rich Ruffalo is a man of many talents, a high school teacher and coach who recently received nationwide recognition for excellence in his profession when he was named both Outstanding Coach of the Year and Outstanding Teacher of the Year at the 1995 Walt Disney and McDonald's American Teacher Award.
Outstanding Teacher of 1995 is Richard Ruffalo. Thank you. God bless you all. Thank you. Thank you. As I say to the kids in my classroom or the kids on my field when I do a good job, you're psyching me up. Thanks, Vice President Gore. Thanks to Disney, and thanks to McDonald's for helping me to show America that the American dream is alive. It's in each and every one of us. Have the courage to unlock those hidden champions inside of you. To Lou Ann, my teacher assistant, I hope you're taping this.
Rich is also a world-class athlete in track and field who held 9 world records and has won 24 medals in international competition, including 14 gold medals. Although these accomplishments are impressive, the most incredible part of the story is that Rich is totally blind.
Athletes got to go get vision screens because there's different classes of blindness. There's the legally blind, the partially blind, and there's my class. There's a tree, boom.
Although he has lost his eyesight, he refuses to lose his vision.
But now I found my purpose. I'm here to show that everybody that despite obstacles, that life does not end. It simply segues to new beginnings.
As an author and motivational speaker, he has shared his insights on achievement and personal success with tens of thousands all across the country. A movie on Rich's life is currently in development at Disney. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage a man whose quest for excellence embodies the new vision way of doing business, Mr. Rich Ruffalo.
Now, we have lots of people here involved in the vehicle business. And vehicles just take us where we want to go. And you might say, well, sometimes you might think, well, what I do is not really that important in the great scope, in the great game, in the great panacea of life. It's not that important. I think it is. Some people's only solace and only quiet moments and only comfortable time are when they get in their vehicles, which are very comfortable, and they drive to work or from work or go to church or back from church or wherever they're traveling. It's their comfort zone. It's their own private little space. And what you do is you create a comfortable, quiet space to relieve stress from people so they can possibly have a healthier existence on this planet. And that, to me, is extremely important. You see, one common denominator that we all have, whether you're a teacher, whether you're a speaker, whether you work at the GM Powertrain plant, whether you work in a local grocery store, we are all, ladies and gentlemen, in the people business. And if you serve people well, you've done a great job on earth. And that makes you a champ. C-H-A-M and P. And you think of the word champ. To be a champion in life, there's a very small difference between champ and chump. The difference is the distance across you. C, the letter of the word champion means you have confidence. Confidence breeds confidence. Success breeds success. I teach biology in high school. And we teach that life begets life, and like begets like. Confidence breeds confidence. Success breeds success. You've had lots of successes this last year. You've turned everything around. The red lights have turned green on the score sheets. You've cut the budget down. You're even in the plus column. You're back in the black again on the budget. You're doing everything right. You're working hard. Sometimes some of you wish you were twins so that one of you could work while the other one slept. Well, maybe we don't get that blessing, but you had the blessing of good health. 3 million hours without one job-related injury is awesome. I take my hat off to you. That is incredible. You see, you're in a very competitive marketplace. You got the Ford people, you got Daimler Chrysler, you got Toyota, you got some people on the scene now that have even conglomerated and amalgamated together that are now making the competitive worldwide global marketplace even tougher. GM, gigantic marketplace. GM, you build great machines. GM, you're on a global mission because you want to be able to get back to that #1 spot. I don't always win gold medals. Sometimes I win nothing, a handful of lint. I know how good it feels to win that gold, and I want to get back to the top, and I know you do too. It's a different ball game now. In the old days, there was 2 or 3 major companies. Now there's more. It's tougher to get that plurality share, but it can be done, and you will do it because you are champions. Champions. My father worked at Curtiss Wright airplane plant in World War II. He was a factory worker. He worked really hard. He had a brown collar and brown hands. And I'll tell you what, he was a magnetic inspector of propellers. Dad can't hear too good nowadays. He worked for 30-odd years in there. Took 28 years without one sick day. What a champion. He grew up, he was an orphan. My dad lost his mom and dad by the age of 12 under suspicious circumstances. Had 8 or 9 brothers and sisters living in a broken down house with no heat and broken windows. My dad made it. The American dream works. He is my hero, champion, work ethic. You see, the best way to teach is by example. I'm working all the time, and I'm working overtime when I sleep. How many of you people go to sleep, you can't figure something out? It's on your mind at work, you go to sleep, you're twitching, you wake up in the morning, you go, I got it. And your wife says, what'd you get? A bagel? No, I got the answer to what I fell asleep with. You see, champions think that way. My dad taught me a lot of that, and I'm proud of him. The best way we could teach our children and our families and our people that we touch in life is by example. It's awesome. You people here are champs, and that's why we're here today, celebrating your championships on a daily basis. You have a big plant, 4.8 million square feet. Sometimes you might feel like you're lost in the shuffle. It's the size of 110 football fields, 5,400 plus employees. You might feel like you're lost in the shuffle, but absolutely you're an important cog in the machinery of excellence at GM Powertrain. Here's one way you can help yourself with your departments and colleagues, building bridges, building transmissions, as well as building relationships. Some of the tools you can put to leave your monument and leave your legacy behind. 7 C's to success include care, #1. You got to care about your people. Care about what you do. The second one is concern. Be concerned about it, but enjoy life. Enjoy and embrace your family. #3, commitment. If you're committed, you'll do a great job. There's an old story, the difference between being committed and involved. The milk cow is involved. The pig that gives bacon, he's committed. Think about it. Care, concern, commitment. Cooperation. Cooperation. #5, here it is, communication. Dialogues are better than monologues. Listen to what the people need. Communication. #6, this one's so hard for me. All of us married peoples. Compromise. Yes, dear. Compromise. We need to compromise. Everybody gives in a little bit. Everybody wins a little bit. Okay? And that will lead to the 7th C, commission. See, I think if we have a legacy that we want to leave behind us, it's our reputation by being a hard worker, by teaching by example, by showing our wives, our children, our family, and everyone whose lives we touch. Maybe it's a colleague, maybe it's somebody at the plant, maybe it's somebody who's a little bit down and out, that if you work hard and you persevere, that you're making a significant impact in this world. And you might say, I'm just one person in the plant of 5,400 people. I'm not that important. Did you ever try putting a jigsaw puzzle together? I hate that, by the way. I don't like jigsaw puzzles. They make me aggravated. I throw them up in the air. But you put a jigsaw puzzle together with 10,000 pieces. There's 2 pieces missing? It doesn't look good. There's 2 little pieces missing from that puzzle. You're ready to put it on the wall and laminate it, and you can't. The dog chewed it. The dog chewed it up. That thing is incomplete. Well, that's what it's like here with this plant, in this plant, if you weren't here. You might say, well, I'm not really that important. I'm not that valuable. Let me tell you something. I used to collect baseball cards. I flipped a lot of cards, and I won a lot of cards in my day as a kid. And I'll tell you what I loved. I'd like to say it was Al Kaline or Harvey Keene, but I was in the New York area, and I love Mickey Mantle. And I know a rookie Mickey Mantle card right now is worth over $100,000. Boy, I wish I had one of those. Now, if that's worth $100,000, what are you worth? There's only one of you. There's only one of you in the history of this universe. That's priceless and invaluable. I think everybody here is a one-of-a-kind, universal masterpiece. And I don't care who you are, what you are, how tall you are, whatever. You are that valuable, and you are that important to the great jigsaw puzzle of humanity. You see, there's no difference in people. The union and the salaried people, by the time I'm done, I'd love to see, instead of the UAW, the UTW. Us and them is we. And when you have a we, then you win. A winner and a champion is a person who gives all they can and then just reaches in and gives a little bit more and earns those invisible gold medals. Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines and remember this. You have jobs to do. Some people have missions to accomplish. Here's hoping you accomplish your trans mission in life. These people here at GM Powertrain, honest to goodness, are hard-working champions. I'm proud of their accomplishments from sitting around the room, listening to different comments and the different presentations about all the accomplishments and strides that have been made in this corporation right here in this domain with these people was very impressive. They were down-to-earth, hard-working people who are really proud of what they've accomplished. I think bringing things like this Smile meeting together, giving people a little time to work hard as well as to play hard, have a little fun while you work, but work really hard and enjoy life is really an important ingredient that I think they're weaving in and letting people know they're not just another name or a serial number in a gigantic 4.8 million square foot plant, but they're really a valuable human being, a piece of the jigsaw puzzle of the completeness of GM Powertrain. I want to still be facing forward, dying trying, heading for my next finish line, and setting my next goal. And that's part of the message I like to share with all my audiences and all the groups I present to, that never sit back on your haunches, never sit back and be proud of what you've done, but think really hard about what you need to do tomorrow. You could be proud of what you've accomplished, but you can't live in the past. You got to turn pages and move forward in the future, teach lessons in life to your family and children about hard work, good work ethic, and success breeding success. And if you do that, you leave a legacy behind you, like a monument that stands the test of time.